Welcome back to Sunrise. Today now we've got Dr. Odiakpo Obire. I got that right?
Yes.
Okay. He's the governorship candidate in Delta State for PPA. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you.
But you know, that those who thought PPA, does PPA still exist?
Yes, PPA exists.
But not at the national level, but
even
at least in Delta State.
at the national level.
Okay.
Yes.
So, let's take a look at the preparations now. Has PPA been participating in the stakeholders meeting that INEC has been calling time and again concerning preparations?
Exactly. The current chairman of national chairman of IPAC is PPA national chairman, and in Delta State, the IPAC chairman is the PPA chairman.
So, in context of what INEC has put in place for these elections, does PPA have any grounds about it? Because some parties have raised objections. What does PPA think of what's been going on?
Yeah, it's a normal thing for political parties to look at the gray areas where they have some little disagreements with the process. So, and PPA is not an exception.
Have you ever had any disagreements, objections to some of the provisions of INEC in elections?
Yeah,
recently?
Recently, we take a look at the situation from the perspective of the institution angle, right? Because we believe that if the institutions are strong, then we'll be able to get things properly done. The issues of Amina Zakari and other things that people are raising, we don't look at it from that perspective, but we believe in the institution.
What's your perspective?
I believe in the institution. I believe in INEC. I believe in the ability of INEC as the electoral body to do the right thing.
So you believe in INEC to do the right thing. Now the concerns are those that some people have raised. You mentioned Amina Zakari here, and then the processes so far, the introduction of what those polling settlements in Abuja,
yeah.
All those concerns. You still believe that INEC is on course to deliver?
You see, in that regard, the issue of using Abuja only as a test case for what they need to do as regard to that aspect is wrong, because it will affect other states. Because what is obtainable in Abuja should be able to be obtainable in other areas. If not, some people will be disfranchised from the exercise. So we are a bit concerned about that. We want INEC to do the needful in all areas, in every state, not just in some sections or some particular areas in the country.
What does PPA think about the call for INEC to allow some observer groups into their situation room?
Yeah, I think it's a welcome idea if we have nothing to hide.
Has your party ever raised this in any of those stakeholders meetings with INEC?
I would not be able to speak for the party at that level.
What about at the state level? Who attends the meetings? Okay, the leadership.
Yes, at the state level, the leadership of the party
Don't they relay those messages to you? No means of communication afterwards?
Yeah, I speak with my chairman all the time.
Has this ever come up?
No.
That suggests that perhaps they've not raised it at that level with INEC, maybe.
At the state level.
But one wonders then, I mean, your party, if we could even take a sneak peek at what you want to do in Delta. I mean, many just watching may just think, wait a minute, you've got the current governor, always difficult against incumbents at any level, federal, state. You've got Chief Governorship, he's been there for a while now. So they will naturally ask, what in the world makes you think that you can pull the carpet off any of these political parties' feet?
Yes, it's very possible, because all this while believe in a tradition, the way of doing things. We just believe that if it is not PDP, it is APC. If it is not Obire, it is the sitting governor or anything. these are systematic colonization of the people. They have trapped the people in a way that they believe that their votes don't count. So
who believes their vote don't count?
No, the electorate. They believe their votes don't count. So they just flow with the trend of what is happening. But I am assuring you here.
Which electorate is that? Is it the one that voted for him this last elections or the previous elections? Or the ones that are about to vote in the next elections?
Yes, the ones that have voted in the past, and these are the people that are still going to vote in the next election.
You saw the figures.
Yes, but we want to change the narratives right now because we are taking a different message to the people. We are asking the people not to look at the messenger, but look at the message.
How do you mean?
Yes, because if the messenger, if you listen to the messenger, which is, okay, the governor or the usual faces that they see, they just look at that and they flow with it without listening to what they are bringing to the table, without listening to the messages that will change the entire system, that will bring prosperity to them, that will make them to experience real dividends of democracy. If they don't listen to, if they don't look at the ideologies, the credibility, and the visions of the messenger, then we'll get it wrong. So this is what we are trying to do right now, because we want the youth to be fully...
All right. Let's go to break, pardon me. But we'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away. Dr. Obire, are you really in this to win?
Yes, I'm in the race to win.
How do you plan to do that?
You see, my government is for the youths.
They all say that.
Yes, it's not yes, they all say that, but this is reality. The youths have been changed for too long, and we need to change that in Delta State. We need to create real jobs, sustainable jobs for the youth, not just promissory jobs. We will not do that. We are going to abolish contracts in some of the ministries. We are going to involve the youths. We are going to employ the youths to do direct jobs. We are going to pay them.
What's your target in job creation? How many jobs, opportunities? What's your target, for instance?
Yes,
what do you want to do?
Fine. Every year we have youths, thousands of youths graduating into unemployment, and that touches me a lot. So we have the plan to provide at least 10,000 jobs, and we are going to create this directly and indirectly. Like I just mentioned, we are going to abolish contracts. We are going to...
10,000 jobs, is it annually or monthly or bi-monthly or bi-annually?
As it comes, what we have in mind is we're going to create a database for the unemployed youth and those that are graduating every year.
You don't have that figure yet in the state?
No, we don't have. We don't have
governorship candidate. You don't know how many youths, unemployed youths in your state?
No, right now unemployed youths in Delta State are way above 60% of the youths.
Is that a guesswork?
It's not a guesswork. It's above, because on the street, you walk on the streets of Delta, you see jobless people.
How many youths are going to graduate from the higher institutions in Delta State to enter into the labor market this year?
Yeah, we have well over 3,000 youths in Delta State that are going to graduate into unemployment. And how do we face this? We need to take these people, we need to engage them positively.
So what specifically would you do to create these 10,000 jobs?
That's what I'm saying. One, we are going to look beyond the oil. We are going to pave way for non-oil industries. We have natural resources that are wasting.
They're being generic. What specifically would you do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you said you haven't.
We are going to create these jobs. One, we will abolish contracts. We are going to employ them directly to do direct labor in projects. We are going to create vocations.
Is that government employing them or the private sector employing them?
No, government will employ. That's why I said direct and indirect. Government will employ and will give opportunity to industries for industries to spring up, and they will also employ the youth. So we need to create that enabling environment for industries to spring up. Then those government will absorb them and pay them well. Not just getting them employed, but get them employed gainfully, get them, they have talent, they went to school, they will be able to be productive in whatever we are going to engage them with. This is my plan, to take the youths off the streets. Because if they are well paid, they will leave criminality. We talk about issue of 30,000 minimum wage. It doesn't make sense to me. Delta shouldn't be in the league of states struggling to pay 30,000. No.
All right.
We will pay 70,000
for minimum wage.
Yes, we will. Delta is rich. Don't even ask me. I'm going to get that money because Delta is rich.
I can't because we're out of time, unfortunately. Dr. Obire is a governorship candidate for PPA in Delta State. Thank you for coming on and all the best.
Thank you so much.
That's the show today. We thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain Oso.
I'm Neo Taib. We have a good day.
Expressed by guests on this program are those of the maker and do not reflect the views, opinions, and endorsement of Channels Television.